What's up guys, welcome back, new DDD support. Let's take a look. It has been a while. It's been like a couple of years, I think, the last time I played this. This is the current deck list. I think it's pretty straightforward looking at the ratios. Other cards that I might want to fit in are where are though. But a couple of new cards, new rank, like a big exceed. The one you just saw, Griffin, is a fantastic extender, I guess. Could be a starter card also, the one that's, that's going to get special summoned here really soon. The thing is that I think that this is the best 3-card combo the deck can pump out. And with that I mean, obviously you're just needing 3 cards, but there is a wide variety of potential cards you can use. The most important thing here about this particular combo is already having the Dark Contract card. That's important because the new Exceed, the Machina I believe the name is, as that, monster effect negation, but it needs to send a Dark Contract card from your side of the field to the graveyard, other than Detach 2, but obviously it will only have one material, as you know. But as for the rest, it's pretty self-explanatory. You're pumping out 2 negations, both Crystal Wing and Boral Savage, and after that you can commit to your Gilgamesh. I believe that's the name, right? Your DD Link 2. And as you know, you can kind of Zodiac Exceed summon the new Exceed monster as well, which has the effect to negate a monster. But you need to detach 2 or send a Dark Contract from your side of the field to the graveyard and then, attach that card to its materials, right? So that's definitely a solid card, plus it's a DD card that, could potentially trigger your DD monsters to special summon something from the graveyard, for example. This particular combo will result in the same field, but as you saw, uses different cards. Again, just showcasing that what the deck is supposed to do, what DDDs is supposed to do. It can do it very consistently. Problem though is, as you'll see in a couple of moments, is still hand traps, right? That's obvious. But I mean, we'll get to that in a couple of moments. But as you see, the same combo as before. Eventually you're going for Alexander, triggering Lamia, and having the 2 negations, both Crystal Wing and Boral Savage. And then after that you can go for the DDD Link and lock yourself into DD monsters for the rest of the turn. But that's fine, because Alexander is still needed. That's Secret, Secret, the negation, and eventually going for the Exceed as well. Again, I have the Dark Contract on my side of the field to potentially send to the grave if needed, and that's a cool thing. Is Helki into Formula into another negation. Let's say if you already used Siegfried, just get rid of it and then go for the level 10 Synchro play. The thing is that what happens if you don't have or don't open with the Dark Contract or Kepler? I believe it's Kepler. Right, the normal summon, search a Dark Contract. There's ways to play around it. Crush Sheep, the Crush Sheep lineup for combos for DDD is superb. It's superior, but might be more vulnerable as well. But I think that, as you saw, you can just pump out those big fields thanks to Crush Sheep. Plus, Crush Sheep on its own is that Link 2 in the graveyard for an early Boral Savage. And you obviously want to, keep Helki on the field for the, Formula Synchron during your opponent's turn. And as I mentioned before, again, not opening with a Dark Contract, Caesar is there. Caesar, the rank 4 Exceed that, when it's sent to the graveyard, searches a Dark Contract. And this particular combo is the one that I'm super greedy, is the second Dark Contract search is going to be, or at least was the Fusion contract card. And then, you can establish this particular board. So again, a couple of negations, an Omni negation, Savage, Secret is there, Spell and Trap negation. Same for the Fusion and, Boral Savage and Crystal Wing, right? So that's fine, that's all cool and dandy. But the thing is that, and now I'm looking at one of the new cards, the Field Spell. It's kind of like a dimensional barrier for the opponent, but you need to have a wide variety of different DDD monsters on your side of the field. So like, let's say an Exceed, a Link, a Fusion, whatever. And then, it will dimensional barrier your opponent's field as soon as he hits or summons one of the same monsters, like a Synchro or Exceed or whatever. So here, by doing this, not, searching the second Dark Contract being the Fusion, nope, searching the Field Spell. Again, that will be used within the next couple of moments. So again, I do sacrifice a couple of negations, but again, Boral Savage for the Omni negation, potential Nibiru for example, or Gamma, right? and then going for the DDD link, but let's face it, those hand traps probably already would have been activated before. So what does this now do? I do control a DD Exceed and Synchro, so if your opponent does pump out either an Exceed or a Synchro, your opponent will Dimensional Barrier himself for the entire turn, if I'm not mistaken, you know, depending on which you summon, or he summoned. And the follow-up plays still stay the same. Last potential combo is a 2-card combo, but again, I mean, this is DDDs, right? You know how the deck works. I was about to say you know how the deck works, but you know, I feel that from all the decks ever in this game's history, DDDs is one of the most difficult decks to play with, since for deck building you have so many options, plus so many decision trees you have to make, right? So only 2-card combo, you're kind of forcing yourself to go for an early DDD link play, so forcing yourself into only being able to, you know, special summon or summon DDDs for the rest of the entire turn. The thing though is that this particular lineup does end you with a couple of negations, plus, you know, the DDD Exceed as well, but to quote-unquote dead cards. So it depends on your extra deck if you have other options, maybe another rank 4 Exceed, because again, keep in mind, you're locked into DDD monsters, so I mean, I'm sure that there are other decision trees, maybe you're playing other DDD extra deck monsters or Exceed monsters to, you know, capitalize on those beneficial effects, but that's up to you. So some extra duels. Again, because, you know, like the first question, how does this deck play through hand traps? Obviously, Crossart Designator I feel is a staple for this, even though DDDs is not the most consistent deck, because, you know, I'm looking at like 3-card combos that could potentially be hand trapped, like Gamma is a superb hand trap against this. A well-timed Gamma can stop you in your tracks. But yeah, Crossart Designator is there for, let me think, Imperm, Nibiru and Ash Blossom. Yeah, that's it. I do prefer running multiple Imperms, since that's a problem. Going second, Imperm might be better, right, against your opponent's deck. So again, basically the same as you just saw. Again, the combos, right? Crystal Wing for the monster negation, Boral Savage for the Omni negation, you know, going for the level 7 secret, hits the board, and oh, I mean, this is the best combo I feel you can pump out. Multiple negations plus Helgies for the draw, plus the potential level 10 synchro play for another negation, plus the field spell that, again, against, let's say, Sword Soul, could block them or Dimensional Barrier them for synchros. You know, if you have that DDD Secret on your side of the field, if they, you know, go for the synchro summon. But yeah, going for Fleur, because this is, I guess, game over. Using the Machina, the Exceed, send back, or at least get rid of one of the Dark Contracts on my side of the field, and then attach the monster that used its effect on my opponent's side of the field. So a superb card, right? I do have another Gilgamesh DDD link in my extra deck, and you know, Griffin also has the capability to extend itself, special summon itself from the hand, basically an extra DD body on your side of the field, again facilitating those link summons. So Griffin is a fantastic card, instant 3-off here for DD, right? So another example, okay, this is one of the duels, again, just showcasing that, okay, this new support is fantastic, but the deck still suffers a lot of weaknesses. Like Imperm is fine, Effect Failure is fine, Ash Blossom, it's fine. Okay, those are standard hand traps, but a Gamma is so deadly because of this. It not only negates the effect, here in this case of Genghis, but it also destroys it, and again, that you know, doesn't leave you with 2 bodies or DD bodies on the field for the potential DD link play. And you know, that link play is just a fantastic follow-up play if you, let's say, get Nibiru, if you know, get those 2 bodies on the field. But so that's a problem. Lamia is indeed going to get destroyed. The Revolt is going to get activated for Omen. Omen banishing the Dark Contract, and nah, I'm not getting, you know, no comeback this time for this. So it's still, you know, DDDs, they get more support. This new support is fantastic, by the way, but it still suffers from the same weaknesses, even though you can pump out those big boards. By the way, I'm not running any of the DDD traps. I feel those are side-decked, or better side-decked. The thing is that, as you know, Dark Ruler No More obviously is still a big counter against this deck, but you know the interaction of Dark Ruler No More states that you can't respond with monster effects, but as you saw, with DDDs you have the capability to search out your DD traps, so you can respond with the trap card on your opponent's Dark Ruler No More, and then, you know, change Secret to, you know, use Secret to target Dark Ruler No More and negate the Dark Ruler, right? Because again, the monster effect cannot be activated directly to the Dark Ruler No More activation. So that's something to keep in mind. So going second, or, you know, game number 2, game number 3, that can be important, right? Side-decking in those DD trap cards. But for now I prefer Imperm because it's super flexible. Going second also could potentially hit your opponent's Floodgate monster, and again, that's just one less negation that you have to battle through. Here I don't see it. I'm obviously going to pump out the big field, but it's a little bit iffy. I didn't see another option, so the level 7 hits the board. You know how it goes with Ghost as well, getting back some stuff. Reborn Lamia, making sure that I have another level 6 on my side of the field, and again, you know, that will turn itself into either Boral Savage, or I could, you know, potentially use the level 8 Genghis for Fleur, right? So this field, I guess, is kind of decent, but Ecclesia, this is such a disgusting card because it's a special summon, it tutors any Swordfall monster, plus you still have your normal summon. Okay, so I think I have to leave my spell negator on the field to level 8, plus go for the omni-negation in the form of, you know, Savage, right? Maybe going for Fleur was a better option, because Fleur also destroys a card. Yeah, now that I think of it, that might have been a better option, but it's fine though, it's fine though. So Yazi hits the board, which is going to get negated, yeah, the Boral Savage indeed, but Yazi is indeed going to suicide into one of my monsters, and eventually another level 10 Synchro Play hits the field, and, you know, Fleur will just pop the Savage. Yeah, so here is where the potential Fleur could have helped out, right? Negate plus destroy. And DD isn't the best deck at top decking, so Swirl Slime is definitely not going to help out. I don't have any options here in the graveyard, but I could potentially have a comeback here with, you know, Call by the Grave negating the Fleur in grave. So now Fleur during my turn is also negated. I think it still has a negation, right? But here, yeah, the biggest weakness of Crossart Designator is you drawing those one-offs like the Nibiru, like the Imperm, maybe like the Ash Blossom, and my next card is indeed going to be Imperm as well. So that's just how it goes. But the new support for DDs is fantastic. It's solid. Still a very hard deck to play with without hand traps, but, you know, playing through your opponent's hand traps. So many decision trees you have to make. But I definitely liked the bit. But again, like always, feel free to leave suggestions. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Liam signing out. Peace.